Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another session of video lecturing. And in this session, we are going to discuss, understand kingdom fungi. Remember, we are studying chapter 2, biological classification. And I said the most accepted classification is Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification. And in that, we have studied already kingdom Munira, kingdom Protista. Now third one, kingdom fungi. As all of you know, fungi is a heterotrophic organism. Hetero means different. It depends on different organisms for its food. So heterotrophic. So what is that I am expecting from you? The learning outcomes I am expecting from you is you are able to define at the end of the session plasmogamy, karyogamy, heterotalism and fungi imperfecti. Fungi imperfecti. You are able to understand the role of fungi in various walks of life. You appreciate the role of lichens and mycorrhizae and reflect on classification of fungi. With these objectives in our mind, let's go to kingdom fungi. Fungi is eukaryotic. Eukaryotic. Eu means clear. Carry on. What is clear? Carry on. Nucleus. Eukaryotic. Achlorophyllous. There is no chlorophyll. That's why they are heterotrophic. And because there is no chlorophyll, they are heterotrophic and they reproduce through spores. So spore bearing and non-vascular organisms. No vascular tissue, no xylem and phloem. So we say fungi are eukaryotic, achlorophyllous, heterotrophic, spore bearing, non-vascular organisms. And the cell wall of fungus is made up of a special chemical called chitin. So very tough it is. Chitin is a very tough substance. The body of the fungus consists of long, slender, thread-like structures called hypa. Long, slender, thread-like structures called hypa. And these hypa will form a network. And that network of hypae is called mycelium. You can see all the examples of that and mycelium also. And these are each cell will be having more than one nucleus also. So in some fungi they exhibit xenosynthetic condition. What is the xenosynthetic condition? A cell having more than one nucleus. So multinucleate condition of a cell is called xenosynthetic condition. And there will be cross walls called septae. So we say septate hypae. And fungi, as I said, basically reproduces through 3 methods: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, the reproduction takes place by oospores or ascospores and basidiospores. So 3 types of spores help in sexual reproduction. It involves plasmogamy. What is plasmogamy? Plasma and gamy. Gamy means fusion. Plasma is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm fuses together. Then we say plasmogamy. And second one, karyogamy. Fusion of 2 haploid nuclei is karyo. Karyon means nucleus. Gamy means fusion. Karyogamy. Hence, the sexual reproduction takes place through plasmogamy and karyogamy. And as we move ahead, the entire kingdom fungi can be having 4 groups. What are those? Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Duromycetes and Basidiomycitis. Let's see each subgroup. Phycomycetes. These are found in aquatic habitats and on decaying wood in moist and damp places. You must have seen the mycelia, thread-like structures and network of threads, and asexual through zoospores and aplanospores. Some common examples are, of course, mucar, rhizopus, the bread mold. Whenever you make the bread to have some water on it, moisturized bread, immediately we can see the bread mold coming on that. And ascomycetes, commonly known as sac fungi, bag-like fungi. The ascomycetes are mostly multicellular. Okay, example, penicillium, the one that gives us the best antibiotic, penicillin, very cheap and effective antibiotic. And of course, you got yeast Saccharomycetes. These are saprophytic decomposers. And mycelium either branched as well as septate. Now we come to Basidiomycites. Commonly known forms of Basidiomycites are mushrooms. Of course, many of us, now that it's raining, you must have seen a lot of umbrellas. So mushrooms, and with a lot of colors. And bracket fungi are puffballs. They grow in soil, on wooden logs, tree stumps, and in living plant bodies as parasites. Example, rust and smuts. The mycelium is branched and septate. Some common members are agaricus, that is mushroom, you are seeing in that, and istilago, smut, and puccinia, rust fungus, and this damage the crops. And Gyromycetes, commonly known as imperfect fungi. Imperfect, why is it called imperfect fungi? This is one of the questions frequently asked. Deuteromycetes are called fungi imperfecti because their sexual stages are either absent or not known. The sexual stages are either absent or not known. That's why they are fungi imperfecti. Here we can see when the sexual forms of these fungi were discovered, they were moved into classes they rightly belong to. So the sexual forms disappeared. Some members are saprophytes or parasites, while large number of them are decomposers. So they help in decomposing the litter, hence help in cycling, mineral cycling. Example, Alternaria, Trichoderma. And then we come to the most important one, lichens. Lichens play a very crucial role, particularly in the prevailing situations. Wherever lichens are present, they indicate the pollution levels. If lichen, and first let us see first what are lichens. I can say lichens are algae plus fungi. So if there is an association between an algae and fungi, then lichens are formed. What is the use? Why symbiotic association? Algae having green color, having chlorophyll, provide nutrition to fungi. Means it is algae is giving free food to fungi, and fungi having lot of antibiotic chemicals will be helping algae not to have any diseases. So it protects. So algae gives food, fungi provides protection. Hence symbiosis, mutual. So lichens are the symbiotic relationship products between algae and fungi. And we say the algal component is called phycobiont and the fungal component is mycobiont. And as I said, algae prepare food for fungi and fungi provide shelter and absorb mineral nutrients. So these are very good pollution indicators. Wherever pollution is there, lichens will not grow. That means if you see lichens in a particular area, that means that area is clean. That is the importance of lichens. And as we said just now, fungi will undergo both sexual as well as asexual reproduction. So these take place in the form of cycles. So this already we discussed. And look at that, parasites and pathogens, fungal parasites, or malaria, a pathogenic fungus covering 8 hectares. Look at that. And now we talked about the mycelium. Look at that, and cherries, berries, and the ringworm that always affects our skin. Even the fish cannot escape from there. And we talked about bread mold, the zygomycitis. Look at that, asexual reproduction taking place, and lot of spores will be there. That's how you see the bread getting a lot of white filaments on that whenever it is infected, and you can also see black spots on that. So those black spots are spores, sporangia, and further on maturity they break and release a lot of spores. So these are very dangerous ones. And then mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza, just like we talked about lichens, mycorrhiza also is a symbiotic relationship. Here, the symbiotic relationship is between fungi and the roots of higher plants. As I said in lichens, similarly in mycorrhiza, fungi having antibiotic chemicals will protect the roots of higher plants as well as the higher plant. So fungi gives protection. What about the roots? Roots give lot of absorbed water and minerals to fungi. So there is a symbiotic relationship. So this increases absorption of phosphorus, zinc and other nutrients. So keep remembering mycorrhiza and lichens and the role they play in our nature. Hope the concepts are clear to you. I'll see you in the next session.